Hey, it's Ryan here to talk about Captain Marvel, and also about Captain Marvel. See, both Marvel and DC have characters named Captain Marvel, and it seems like it's causing some confusion in comment sections everywhere. So here is why Marvel and DC both have Captain Marvels. If this is your first time on the channel, you can hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay up to date with our new videos. So yeah, both Marvel and DC have characters named Captain Marvel. What is up with that? Well, the answer actually lies in the 1940s with a comics publisher that was neither Marvel nor DC. Fawcett Publications, spelled like Farrah Fawcett, not like a faucet. Fawcett Publications had a series of comics back then called, as you might have guessed, Captain Marvel. And Captain Marvel was huge back then, like bigger than Superman. They were about this little boy named Billy Batson, and when he said the word Shazam, he'd transform into a superhero named Captain Marvel. The dude had super strength, super speed, and a whole bunch of other super stuff. His alter ego was a news reporter. That all might sound familiar. You might think it sounds a lot like Clark Kent, aka Superman. Well, some other people thought so too. National Comics Publications, which we know today as DC Comics, entered a heated legal battle with Fawcett, saying that they copied Superman. They were probably a little mad that Captain Marvel was doing better than Superman at the time. When all was said and done, it didn't end well for Fawcett. They stopped publishing Captain Marvel comics in the early 1950s. That left the door open for a little company called Marvel Comics to wander in the mid-1960s and trademark the name Captain Marvel. And it kind of seems like they just did that because it had the name Marvel in it, because they didn't actually publish anything with a character called Captain Marvel right away. They only did it when there was talk that DC might want to bring back the Fawcett Publications character. And yeah, DC did want to do that. In 1972, they picked up all the rights to the Fawcett superheroes, and that led to the awkward situation of both Marvel and DC having Captain Marvels. But DC wasn't allowed to publish the comics under the name Captain Marvel, so they started calling the series Shazam, which is what the kids shouted to turn into Captain Marvel, but the character's name was still Captain Marvel. Marketing-wise, it was all a little confusing. That lasted all the way until 2011, when in the New 52 they were like, okay, you know what, his name is Shazam now. Let's stop this confusing charade. No one is getting anything from us calling this character Captain Marvel. But Marvel Comics have been in kind of a funny situation too. See, they had this character Mar-Vell, who was the original Captain Marvel. He's gonna be played by Jude Law in the upcoming movie. That character never really took off too much, but they had to keep publishing Captain Marvel comics every so often or they'd lose the trademark. So they tinkered with it, and over the years they've had 7 characters hold the name Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers is the character that Brie Larson is gonna play in the movie, and she was one of those 7. Danvers has been around the comics for decades and was usually known as Miss Marvel, but now she's like that pirate from Captain Phillips.
Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
On the DC side of things, they have a Shazam movie coming out just a couple of months before the Captain Marvel movie, and it actually just started production. The IMDb page confirms that the character is called Shazam and not Captain Marvel. So hopefully that little history lesson gave you some insight on the whole Captain Marvel confusion. Let me know in the comment section if you're looking forward to the Captain Marvel movie and or Shazam. If you're watching this on our Facebook page, you can hit that link to jump over to YouTube and subscribe. You can also visit ScreenRant.com for the latest movie and TV news. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.